Good morning. Hi, good morning. Hello, everybody. It's so awesome to see you. I will tell you, the last time I was on the stage for commencement, lightning struck. And the whole place went dark. But we went on, right? So we have a little technical moment. So we're gonna keep going. So it's so incredibly awesome to see all of you. And it was so fun to see so many of you yesterday. I'm going to do a couple quick things first, boring stuff first, but we'll try to have it be a little bit less boring. This isn't going to work very well without the handheld. So this is supposed to be housekeeping. Okay, a couple of housekeeping things. Please, turn off your cell phones. Please turn off your cell phones. Not that they would work, but we're working on that. If you need a stretch or bio break, please know last year when we were in Leadville, the sort of doors slamming and stuff, folks coming in and out was a little bit distracting. So we're going to leave one door open over there, but we would ask if you can, try to stick around. Just make your way out quietly if you need a quick break, bio, whatever, through the doors over to my right, over there. And if you need any help, there's folks with the yellow bandanas. You see them all over. They will help you. They will help you get where you need to go. They will help you with your composting. They will help you navigate this campus. Please find one of them in the yellow bandanas, and they will help you later today. Okay, that's the yellow bandana. A few more housekeeping details we will talk to you about a little bit later. But mostly, I just want to say thanks to so many folks. So bear with me for the little Oscar moment, because we're going to thank a lot of folks. The first thing I want to do is thank all of you. This is the culmination of our semester. You all have had a part in that. We have celebrated all but one. We have the Mighty Aspen team. Where are you? Mighty Aspen. Mighty Aspen team. We have one more commencement. Tomorrow evening in Aspen, we have had 13 commencement ceremonies. It has been a huge village effort to get all of our students to where they are, to come across this stage and the other stages at the college, and it's because of all of you. So thank you. I hope you felt appreciated yesterday. I hope you will feel appreciated today. This is really for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, to a few more, what I would call our superstar volunteers. Slide, please. Slide, please. Superstars. Superstars. All right. Sorry for the front row there. You got to be careful if you sit in the front row. These are some incredible superstars who have helped us today in bringing CMC Day to you. So please make a note of these names. Please make a note of these names. This is a huge undertaking, just as commencement is. It is a massive undertaking. So the folks that have been involved in this have really been putting a huge amount of efforts into this. So please just take one moment and take a note of our CMC Day team. Really incredible, months and months. I also want to thank Spring Valley and our Roaring Fork campus for hosting us again. We have a few really great special surprises for you today. They even pulled back the curtains on Mother Sopris this morning. How about that? Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. But a few folks in particular that I want to make sure to appreciate. Certainly our facilities team. You cannot do this without our facilities team. Our incredible IT team that is, it takes a village, no question. And certainly a special shout out to Alicia Mays, Bob Reed, Joel Wolford, Annie Stevens, everybody here, Sodexo, you saw that this morning. They served us. All of our Sodexo team is here from all over the college. And I want to say that the campus dean here in Spring Valley, Heather Exby, was making beds for y'all that stayed in the residence hall 2 nights ago. Making beds, getting everything ready. So thanks so much to Heather Exby. That was terrific. I also want to say genuine sincere thanks. How many of you stopped by Central Services yesterday to pick up your registration, to do the scavenger hunt, to participate in something that was a volunteer effort that our Central Services teams pitched in on, which was a progressive potluck that all of you could enjoy? I do want to say sincere thanks to our Central Services team for welcoming all of you, and a particularly highlight the Kendras. Kendra Rhodes, Kendra Wilson, Kristen Colin, Debbie Novak, Jamie Cruz. There are some really incredible folks who have just gone above and beyond, and we have flowers for a few of them later, so make sure that they get recognized. I want to thank our marketing team. What you're going to see today, hopefully, is pretty remarkable. We have a few surprises for you today. We have a few new, fresh logo brand things that people have, and if you've been seeing the blue vests around that we've had our little stickers on, well, there's a little something underneath, so we're going to reveal that a little bit later. I want to thank Debbie Crawford for making sure that I don't forget anybody, hopefully, in our comments today, and welcoming all of you. So thank you to so many folks who have been so helpful. I'm sorry to keep turning my back to you. I also want to thank our sponsors. How many of you were up at Adventure at the Glenwood Caverns last night? Thanks to those of you who came over early. We were so excited to have you, and thank goodness Mother Nature. Thanks to all of you for doing a little weather dance. It was absolutely amazing. I'm sorry the swing was not available due to the wind, but it was really fun to do laser tag and to be on the rides, but mostly for all of us just to be together. So I do want to appreciate Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park for hosting us last night, and to the Brew Pub, Glenwood Canyon Brew Pub, for donating a few sudsy beverages for all of us. They sponsored this, and a few of you very lucky CMC Day employees, if you will look under your chair, wow, it got quiet. Wow, that's so cool. If you will look under your chair, there's a few little items under your chair from our sponsors. So take a quick moment, a little blood flowing, look under your chairs. Okay, did anybody find them? If they're in the empty chairs, you'll have to look at those later. All right, bring us back in here. I hope you found a few little treats there. How many were in the 5K run yesterday up here in Spring Valley? Woo! So I do think this was rigged, but I'm going to announce the winners. I mean, seriously. Kelly McCall, Darren Brungard are both from Leadville. They run at 10,200 feet every day, but they are male and female winners of the 5K. And the fastest team trophy, are you ready? Central Services, nice job. Really nice job. So really quick shout out, I just want to know where everybody is. So let me see if I can do this without forgetting anybody. Aspen's over here. Carbondale, where's our Carbondale team? Woo, Carbondale, you guys are kind of supposed to, like mix it up, but you usually sit together. All right, Carbondale, Spring Valley. Everywhere. Glenwood Center. Central Services. Wow, that was really well done. Did you practice? We practiced. Rifle, where's the mighty Rifle team? Woo! Nice. Well, how about our Edwards team? Edwards! Saw lots of our Steamboat team, several of them right down here in the front. Steamboat Springs. Mighty Dillon. Woo! Breckenridge. All right, Kelly, Darren, lead the cheers from Leadville. We had very big shoes to fill from last year from Leadville, just saying. And do we have our mighty Chafee team here? Woo! There it is! Good job. Thank you to every single one of you. Really glad to have all of you here. Wanted to make sure that we Appreciated all of you. So the last 2 years that we've been at CMC Day, we've kind of covered our strategic plan. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this, but you will remember 2 years ago we did VANA, STACO is the way that I remember this, student success, teaching and learning, access, community and economic development, and organizational effectiveness are our 5 pillars. And I want to give you a few highlights of things that have happened in the last year to help us achieve our strategic plan. So under student success, how many of you are using Basecamp? All right. Keep going in, keep trying. We used Basecamp obviously for this. You're using Basecamp for team-based activities and planning. Our strategic enrollment plan is complete as of this month, fully integrated with 24 recommendations from our diversity, equity, and inclusion plan. These tactics are being employed both this spring and summer and will be embedded and baked into every single thing we do. We have a speaker a little bit later today that's going to make sure that we stay honest on our diversity, inclusivity, and equity goals as well. The team for the DEI committee, as we call it, met yesterday. I got a little bit of time to visit with them. Truly thank you for what they're doing to make sure that we maintain our conscience about all the things that we're doing around this area and that we're continuing to think about how we implement some of these strategies college-wide. We have retooled admissions plan that organizes efforts among student affairs, marketing and campuses, Spanish sessions at high schools, one-on-one help with FAFSA, expansion of summer youth programs, and expansion of our visit days. We've had lots of Front Range students visit. I've heard a lot of these have been sold out. They've been full, like we charged for them. Teaching and learning. So academic affairs. How many of you have been part of at least one of the hundreds of hours that have been spent on either the academic affairs design teamwork or the master academic plan? Please raise your hand. Amazing, amazing work. It might feel slow. It might feel a little arduous. It is the right thing to do. We want to make sure and get it right. So thank you to all of you who have been working on that. I expect to see a proposal sometime later this month so that we can start thinking about what recommendations to implement. Our adjunct faculty affairs study was completed last summer, actually, and recommendations are in stages of implementation. I want to thank Mike Wadico and Susie Leeson. I can actually see Mike out there in the audience. It's amazing, given there's lights right in front of me. And all of you that helped work on that, thank you so, so much. And our 2 new bachelor's degrees, our BAS in teacher education and our BSN, it was so incredible right down here in the front row last week to see our very first bachelor's degree in nursing students walk across the stage. Really, absolutely terrific and amazing. And even I think we had a few of our very first BAS graduates in Steamboat, right? Yes, we got some nods in the front. That's great. Access, so our support for ESL and GED students. We're also launching, as part of our 50th anniversary, an initiative to support students who have some credits but no degree. There's lots of us walking around in Colorado and certainly in our mountain communities, so how can we get them back? How can we make sure that they get to that degree that they need for our workforce? And our concurrent enrollment, amazing that so many students are benefiting from our concurrent enrollment programs. We had, I don't know how many in Edwards, 16 students walk across the stage who are our high school students that had their associate's degree in hand on the same day. Really amazing. Absolutely amazing. So on community and economic development, 4th of our 5 pillars, long-term capital planning. The board continues to talk about this. We're seeing a lot of efforts here on the Spring Valley campus where certainly we are paying attention to life and safety issues first. We're installing sprinklers, for example. We do have a new cell tower. We're working on making sure all of the carriers will cooperate in using it. So those of you who have AT&T are in good luck today. For those of you who do not, we're still working on that. They don't necessarily cooperate with each other. So we're working on that. How many of you walked into Cooper Commons yesterday, which is where you registered? It was a big cave, concrete cave in Central Services. It's 13,000 square feet. It's empty. Guess what? We have raised, in a matter of about a week, about 2 weeks ago, we announced that we'd raised almost $1 million to help finish that up. Really amazing. So we applied to the Garfield County Federal Mineral Lease District. I mentioned this during the town hall tours, and they awarded us about a week ago the largest ever grant ever given by the Garfield County Federal Mineral Lease District ever of $750,000. Pretty amazing. And in the same week, thanks to the incredible work of our foundation, we also learned of a $175,000 grant from the Betcher Foundation. So we will take to the board next week, actually, the proposal to finish that space, which will be all for community use. That will be open to nonprofits and all of you when you come to Central Services, for those of you who are not in the area, for meeting space, for teacher trainings, for all sorts of stuff. So you saw the before yesterday. Come back for the after. We absolutely want to have you come and be part of that. On organizational effectiveness, we have how many of you might be in that VERP process over the next couple years? We have a few of our folks retiring this year, and many that are coming up over the next couple years. So what do we do about that? How do we make sure that we plan? Certainly celebrate all of you who've been part of our success, but make sure that we're ready. So every single campus has submitted a plan related to the voluntary retirement program. The results from the Great Places to Work survey are being implemented, and we are looking at that very closely in terms of how to make sure that we are an engaged and inclusive and a collaborative college across our 12,000 square miles. We have implemented a program called CMC Lift, Leading into the Future Together, which we will have our inaugural class this year. Those are efforts, in addition to others, to swap, shadow, shuffle, be part of the entire college, to observe and to walk in someone else's shoes, to help us figure out how do we grow our own employees as we see some of our other very distinguished and appreciated colleagues retire over the next few years. So we'll be working on that. Communications, we do everything we can to try to knit together this crazy 12-armed octopus and make sure that you all feel very informed. We do hope that Base Camp is going to be very helpful in that regard. And it is your responsibility to look there. Please go look at the announcements. Please stay in touch. We will try to push as many things as we can out there so we can minimize reply-alls and all the things that become a distraction to our day as opposed to something that makes us more efficient. Our town halls, certainly, we're trying to do everything we can to make sure that you all feel very informed. We had a successful ballot campaign. Senate Bill 152 allows us to opt out of broadband, so the broadband legislation in the state. What we do with this, we don't know, but that our voters and our constituents in all of our counties voted for this at a 90% or above a rate. One says that they're paying attention, and it also says that we can really be a leader in this regard and try to help our communities where connectivity and being part of this information technology highway is so important. So stay tuned on that. We have increased college-wide bandwidth from 400 megs to 800 megs. I will just trust that you know what that means. And 1 gig is planned for this fall semester, so we'll continue to work on that as well. Cornerstone and Recruiter implementation is in process. Many of you are using those things, those tools, and you will continue to use those, again, to make our operation more effective, more efficient. The more that we can do that, the more we can push dollars to students and to the teaching and learning enterprise, and that is the goal, obviously. So we come together today at CMC Day and yesterday for certainly to celebrate our achievements from the past few years, and it's really to recognize all of you for your dedication. I am eternally grateful for everything that every single one of you does for the college and for our students. So on this note, we would like to honor, these have been scrolled over the last couple of days, these year anniversaries. These are our service awards. So 5, 10, 15 years, 25 years. And Paul Rauschke looked at this yesterday and said, why am I not on the 25-year list? That's because you've been here 29 years, Paul. So if you've hit this exact mark, as best we can determine, that is the list that we're scrolling today. So if you got celebrated 4 years ago, then you might not be on the list today. So if you don't see yourself, I have to make sure and say this because people, I'm not up there. And anyway, so everyone is certainly appreciated, but we want to make sure that everyone has been acknowledged. So you were able to pick out a ribbon that reflects your service. So you know that better than we do, certainly. And scrolling displays have been through registration, and we're making sure that all of you know certainly who has been with us for this long. So I do want to say if you have been at the college for 5 years, and you're celebrating your 5th anniversary, please stand. And Joel, I don't know if we can put the lights up a little bit in the room so that we can see our colleagues. Thank you. Just for a moment. All of us who have been here for 10 years, who are celebrating their 10th anniversary, if you would please stand. All right. If you've been with us and you're celebrating your 15th anniversary, would you please stand? There we go. There we go. Drum roll, please. If you are celebrating your 25th anniversary at the college, please stand. And please stay standing. Please stay standing. Please stay standing. And anyone else who has been here for 25 years or longer, would you please stand? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Karen, Paul, everyone who has been here. And to our retirees, please take a moment and note the names that are on the screen. These are folks that are retiring this year. We are so grateful for their service. We are so grateful for everything that they've done for this college. I want to make sure that you know who they are. Take a note, find them at lunch, give them a hug. Please appreciate them, and please give them a round of applause. Okay, and in the mode of celebrations, we have some folks that have been promoted. Assistant to Associate Professor. Congratulations. Carrie McMurray, Virginia Nicolai, Stacy Yarnell, Jason Goes, and Jessica Guillermo. Congratulations. Associate to Full Professor. Congratulations. Judy Evans, Margaret Gilman, Barbara Jackman, Gretchen Lamb, Mercedes Quesada Embiid, Kristen Smith, Rob Wang, and Jennifer Wang. Congratulations. So you may recall last year, we unveiled our Faculty of the Year at CMC Day. How cool. We celebrated Faculty of the Year at our campuses at commencement, but now we get to talk about the Faculty of the Year. But first, we want to make sure that you remember who are our Faculty of the Year, both adjunct and part-time. They are mostly sitting in the front rows here, so be sure that you recognize them. And they represent the best of what our faculty strive to achieve, the talent and hard work that are required on the front lines, teaching our students. Please stand if you are a Faculty of the Year, either full-time or part-time. Please stand. Congratulations. Now, here we go. We want to announce the college-wide Faculty of the Year. May I have the envelopes, please? Drum roll, please. Thank you very much. The college-wide Faculty of the Year is Corey Allen. Adjunct Faculty of the Year. Is that right? Okay. Is Corey here? Woo! I'm sorry. This is our amazing Adjunct Faculty of the Year. All right, and our full-time Faculty Member of the Year is, drum roll please. Okay. Ready? Jennifer Wing. Woo! I'm going to take it. Here. Jennifer is not here today. So receiving this honor on her behalf is Catherine Reggio. Thanks, Catherine. Please tell Jennifer congratulations from all of us. Yes, she's still grading papers.